We do have team coverage for you on this storm. It was overnight, but still hanging on early this morning.
CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live in the East County with a look at the conditions right now. And we begin with Evan Narani, who is tracking the rain. Hi, Evan.
Hey, good morning to you. Yeah, we are still seeing some of those showers clearing out here to start off your 6 o'clock hour. We see that they're moving mainly, of course, from west to east, and that is the typical fashion, clearing their way out of the coastline right now and moving inland. Now, into the next several hours, we could still pick up on a few 1/100ths of an inch. That's what we're expecting total. This is just the last 2 hours, and you can see how overall that activity is decreasing. A little bit of a wider look shows that North County is predominantly dry over the last about 2 hours or so. A few remaining sprinkles towards some higher elevations, but in general, all of this activity is moving off to the east and coming to a halt. Today's forecast shows temperatures are going to be mainly in the about low 60s along the coast, upper 50s inland, a few stray showers between now and about noon. Afternoon, we should have a little bit of the sun peeking through and helping to warm us up in the process. Let's talk about what's going on in traffic here at 6:02. No big surprise on the roads. Things are pretty dramatic because when we have this rain coming down in the overnight hours, it tends to cause some crashes and collisions the following morning, and that's what we see here. Slow lane blocked and the right-hand shoulder blocked with a crash on the 5 southbound at the 805. We also have the right-hand shoulder blocked with a crash on the 15 northbound at the express lane there. Taking you farther down south toward the South Bay, we have a crash on the 5 northbound. That's at the 75 where it meets Palm Avenue. Looks like with all these crashes, of course, they're likely rain related, so we encourage you to take it a little bit slower on that morning commute, especially if you see any ponding on the roads there, as there could be some pretty intense areas where we run into quite a bit of that rainwater still on the roads. Back to you.
Evan, thank you so much. We are dealing with the aftermath in the form of those crashes, but of course there's ponding, as Evan just said. It swept through our county, and now we are getting a closer look at the impact.
So CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol is live in El Cajon with more on that part of the story. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, right now in El Cajon, it is dry. It's no longer raining, but it's still a very windy and chilly morning out there. So depending on where you're traveling, grab a rain jacket because it's still going to be scattered showers throughout the morning, what Evan just shared with us. I'm welcoming the rain. I know many people here in San Diego are as well, as we need that moisture.
Good to see some clouds, you know, change of scenery a little bit.
We need it. We're in a drought, so the more the merrier.
Now we saw those strong winds push through flags. We saw the palm trees swaying in the winds and palm fronds torn loose and littering the ground below. Some of the gutters even flooded yesterday as it started in the afternoon and continued on throughout the night. So the roads have been wet for a while now. My commute from the downtown area to El Cajon was treacherous in my opinion. I took it very slow. It was pouring, but I know some of those areas the rain has subsided, so it may be a much smoother commute for you. We do expect to see those scattered showers throughout the morning, and I'm looking forward to some of that sunshine in the afternoon. Now, in terms of the rain totals, some of the heaviest rain we saw came from the Tijuana estuary and the Smuggler's Gulch area, which does historically flood. They saw over 1.5 inches of rain. Coastal cities like La Jolla, Oceanside, Encinitas just got over 0.5 inch. Now, it was tough on the roads. Like I was saying, one person was taken to the hospital around 9:30 last night after a rollover accident on the 15 in Mission Valley. Another big rig jackknifed on the southbound I-15 near Auto Parkway at Escondido. So, of course, Evan's going to be tracking those traffic conditions all morning long, but right now here live in El Cajon, it is dry. The rain jacket was definitely helping me, though, about an hour ago, so we might see some of those rain showers pick up, but wherever you are, I'm wishing you a very safe commute on this rainy San Diego morning. I'm Dana Marie McNichol for CBS 8. I'll send it back to you.